I'm about to introduce you to Kat Eden, who is not only my mentor, but a good friend of mine. Kat is a personal trainer as well as a holistic nutrition and lifestyle coach, and works with driven women looking to lose fat and understand their body's unique health needs. I think you're going to get a lot out of what she has to say. So today we're going to talk about nutrition specific to women. In your experience, what obstacles do you think most women are faced with when trying to lose fat?
Well, I think it comes down to two things, Liz, for most women. And the first one is just really simple but relevant to so many ladies today. And that's just being busy, and you can know what to do, or you can have a good idea what to do, and you can be really motivated to change your health and your nutrition and transform your body. But when you're flat out and you're getting home at goodness knows what time and you've still got emails to check and washing to do, the thought of preparing food is often just overwhelming.
Yes, I can relate to that.
Yeah, and food preparation is really important. So I think that's an obstacle, and we need to find ways to make healthy eating easier, which we can do. The second thing, in my opinion, is information overload. And I know, obviously, any of us who've picked up the latest Women's Health type magazine or, the body sections in the newspaper and so on, from one page to the next, there can be contradictory information, let alone from one publication to the next.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
Yeah, it can be really overwhelming knowing who to trust or knowing what the right approach is.
What would be the first thing you try and change about their nutrition?
Okay, with most of the ladies who I work with, I actually take things pretty slowly. I find that people get amazing results when they give themselves permission to do things one step at a time, rather than all at once. So as much as people try and beat me over the head to give them a full diet plan down to the last calorie, what I like to do is start with changing the first meal, which is breakfast, of course. What I find is most of the ladies who come to see me are following the rules of health, but they're not quite on track in terms of what really works for fat loss. So we introduce a high fat and high protein meal for meal one, being breakfast, and of course I mean good fats. And then even if you're wanting to have, your birch and muesli or oats or something like that, I like to get women to have that maybe a little bit later, like a mid-morning meal two. And just by introducing that high protein, high fat meal within 30 to 60 minutes of waking, women are noticing increased energy, decreased cravings, and they're noticing that within a few days. And I've had some ladies who've dropped as much as 3% body fat in just 7 to 10 days, purely from changing to a really good breakfast.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, it's so important.